OK, let's bring you some ramifications then of the conflict. With mass outrage over Russia's actions in Ukraine, any dissenting voices, challenging voices in the US media are increasingly being branded as traitors or worse, Russian agents. Former Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard was recently censored for allegedly being offensive and inappropriate to some audiences, according to YouTube.
This war machine, this power elite in Washington, they want to turn Ukraine into another Afghanistan, turn into these killing fields where this long-term insurgency is supported, and they bleed out and cripple, kill as many Russians as possible for who knows how long. And they're really showing their real aim in the fact that they're not taking action right now to end this conflict.
Now, as you watch this video, you'll see a warning from YouTube appear, a filter that says the following content has been identified by the YouTube community as inappropriate or offensive to some audiences. But if you so wish, you can still click through and the content will be played. But YouTube's flagging of such statements seemingly is not enough. The former Congresswoman, as well as Fox News anchor Tucker Carlson, are facing calls to be investigated and even arrested. Here's RT's Caleb Maupin with more.
As U.S. media continues its hysterical rhetoric about Ukraine, any voice raising serious questions gets labeled a traitor, or worse, a Russian asset.
There are 25-plus U.S.-funded biolabs in Ukraine which, if breached, would release and spread deadly pathogens to U.S. world. We must take action now to prevent disaster. U.S., Russia, Ukraine, NATO, UN, EU must implement a ceasefire now around these labs until they're secured and pathogens destroyed.
The U.S. government confirmed there are biolabs in Ukraine. But now anyone who says that out loud is accused of treason.
Actual Russian propaganda. Traitorous. Russia also said the Lugar Center in Georgia was making zombies. Tulsi should go to Russia.
Tulsi Gabbard is parroting false Russian propaganda. Her treasonous lies may well cost lives.
U.S. media doesn't just want you to never listen to anything they say or never think about the serious questions they are raising. Now they want the U.S. Department of Justice to investigate them.
They are Russian assets and there is a war. There's a case for detaining them militarily. Trials are a sign of good faith and patience on the part of democracy.
I think DOJ, in the same way that it is setting up a task force to investigate oligarchs, should look into people who are Russian propagandists and shilling for Putin. That's being, if you are a foreign asset to a dictator, it should be investigated. How do you not call out something that is repeating false Russian propaganda that has been brought down?
They used to arrest people for doing stuff like this.
They've come up with a Kremlin war memo that says Russian media has been instructed to play clips of Tucker Carlson. This might be just as true as a lot of the other claims coming out in U.S. media about Russia right now, but who knows? Meanwhile, the White House feels absolutely free to convene a meeting with leading TikTok influencers to advise them on psyching up their audiences to cry for Ukraine and hate Russia.
It's his actions, President Putin, that is prompting the rise in gas prices. That is why it's happening, and that is what I would say as young people are experiencing this moment and thinking, what does this mean, and what am I a part of, and why is my gas prices going up? It's because of what President Putin is doing.
Why is gas so expensive, and why is the United States inflation rate at a 4-time decade high? Putin starting this horrific fight between Ukraine and Russia, nobody wants to work with him and do international trade. So with people being scared of war and limited resources, prices are bound to go up as well.
All dissent related to foreign policy labeled as treason, the government directing social media to serve its ends, and alternative voices like RT being shut down and blocked. Such a vibrant, healthy state of affairs for democracy in America. Caleb Maupin, RT, New York.